Hey there, wonderful audience who have joined the revolving relationship today. Get ready to embark on an incredible adventure with us. Subscribe now and let's explore the concealed secrets and uncover the truth together. Today, we will delve into a challenging topic that is relevant to all of us on our journey: handling deceit and betrayal. Well, my friend, today's story about OP found out 2 nights ago husband cheated on 3 months before the wedding. Need advice from people who stayed and didn't regret it. Let's see what happens. We had been in a relationship for almost 2.5 years before we got married. It happened back in December of 2023. We got married in February 2024. So how we got around marrying came with some problems too. We were in a relationship since October 2021. And in June 2023, he had to move to a different country for his job, which he also did so we could live a better life in the future. LDR was difficult as hell. We would fight and make up, but the distance was a big issue because we missed each other like hell. Anyway, he came back in August, gave me a surprise. We met, we were happy. And he talked about getting married because of all the fights we used to have and taking me with because we come from a Muslim background, so couldn't do a live-in relationship because our families were involved too. Anyway, fast forward October, we started having problems and he time and again told me that he felt it was too soon to get married and told me subtly in some ways too. But we kept talking about getting married anyway. Fast forward November, I felt he was getting distant and we talked less. It didn't feel like I was in a relationship. He was sad most of the times too. I asked him, why are you being this way, to which he said, we will discuss after I'm done with my exams. On December 11th we had a conversation about the marriage and how he felt rushed and that I did not listen to him, that he didn't want to get married and he didn't feel as involved in such a huge decision of his life. I said, you were the one who proposed the marriage idea in the first place. He said, only because we used to fight all the time. And if we didn't get married you would break up with me, so I had to give in. We had a huge argument. We cried. I practically begged him to marry me because families were making preparations, etc. We talked. I apologized for rushing him into it and that once we are together we will be happy and all that crap. He said marriage is risky. If this is the only reason we are getting married, for you to come here. After a lot of fights and arguments he decided to go through with it. We actively kept communicating till our wedding day and it felt good. Fast forward to February, we got married and moved to his country. We were extremely happy. We loved every second of it. He told me how wrong he was and couldn't believe he didn't do it sooner. Apologized to me for making MW go through so much crap for nothing. In April 2024, he got sick after Eid and I was very worried, took care of him, fed him, etc. But after a few days he started feeling anxious all of a sudden. The anxiety was so bad he couldn't sleep, he couldn't eat. I was very worried. We went to a lot of doctors for mental health, etc. Anyway, we did our best to get out of this. He told me he felt guilty for making my life hell in December. It was hell and very traumatizing for me. And I see you taking care of me, loving me like I'm your child, and I hate myself for what I did to you during that time and I'm scared you will leave me. I gave him reassurances as much as I could. This kept happening for days, but started getting better after like a week. I had to fly back to my country because of some emergency. This was May 2nd. He was going to fly back on May 28th because we are going to spend June here for Eid. Anyway, 2 nights ago we slept over at my friend's. He fell asleep early and that's when I went through his phone. I saw messages from a girl, let's call her Z. He had messaged her, said hi, how are you, etc. But later the messages were flirty. Like, I miss seeing your face and I hate that I deleted your media from my Snapchat. She had replied, wait, let me fix that, and then I'm guessing Sam might have sent him a selfie or something. There were also jokes about getting her a Cartier bracelet and jokes about getting a camera installed in HR room so they could talk all day. Anyway, I read everything. Then I went into his best friend's conversation, who is a girl, and went back to the conversation he had with her during December when we had those fights. I found out that he had cheated on me with this Z girl on December 8th. few days before our fight. He was talking to her since the end of November and then they met on December 8th. I confronted him when he woke up. He admitted and was apologetic. I told him to give me details right now. He told me at first it was just a kiss and I kept saying do not lie to me right now, and then he started opening up. First he said he also went down on her, and later same day, he said it was sex. I said whose place? He said hers. Next day he admitted that it was our apartment. He said he wants to be completely honest now, and that this is the whole truth about it. I completely lost my shit. Mostly because our marriage was fucking perfect. We loved each other and cared for each other so much. He was the perfect husband and actually the perfect boyfriend before this happened. He was apologetic and told me that it was a mistake, and he thought if I had told you would have broken up with me and called it off. And I didn't want that. I wanted to spend my life with you, and even in the moment of sex I stopped midway because I knew it was wrong. And I told Jetwoman, we can't do this, to which she shouted at him, called him names and cut his call. Happened 2 days after he cheated on me. Said the only reason I stayed in contact was out of fear that she might tell you. I tried to stay on good terms because she liked me and she was pissed at me for going through with the marriage. She knew you and I, though she would tell you. I said there are better ways to stay on good terms, and the way you had messaged her exactly a day after I had left was disgusting. You were flirting with her. His excuse is that was the only way I thought I could keep her on good terms. There was no intention of pursuing anything. He does say it was wrong, but I felt overcompensating might work, and that's why I texted her the way I texted. I am not denying that we were in a very bad place when he cheated. We were barely talking, only fighting, and felt very distant. He is apologizing to me and begging me to give him a second chance. I told him to tell his parents what you did to me and get tested for STDs. He did both the things today. He said he would do anything I ask of him but just wants a chance. He is actively asking for a second chance. Says don't forgive me but please come back to the country we moved to and give me a few months, let me fix it. I told him there is no fixing what you have done. Nothing will ever be the same. My trust or my love or my respect, I am heartbroken. There are other details, but he says he was not in the right headspace and everything he said that time about this experience to his best friend was not true. I don't believe it. He also said the whole thing lasted 4 minutes because I pulled out and I knew it was a horrible thing to do. His mother came to me, she told me she will support whatever decision I take because her son fucked up bad. Tried to console me and everything. I haven't told my family yet. Husband cheated on me 3 months before wedding and I just found out. I don't know what to do. Please comment, like and subscribe. I'll see you on next story.